Hey guys, what's up? Chris here with Cohesive Friendship Unit. Just me today. We're going to be talking about Fire Emblem Three Houses. I know we haven't really talked about this game at all, and even though we haven't, it is one of my most anticipated games of the year. I think the biggest reason we haven't really been talking about it is because I personally think the marketing for this game has been absolutely terrible. So now that it's finally out, I can give my thoughts on it. I want to do a review for this game, but that is going to be a long way away. I don't know exactly when, but I heard it takes something like 70 hours to do your first playthrough of this game. So who knows when I finish this game, but I'm enjoying it so far. I just want to talk about what I think going back to console has done for Fire Emblem on like a presentation front. This is like the initial, I'm just going to get into it. But real quick, we are doing a giveaway at 800 subs. We're giving a copy of Conan Exile on Steam. So definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you're interested in the giveaway. Also, this will not be the last Fire Emblem Three Houses video. Like I said, I'm definitely at least doing a review. Probably going to do some more videos. All right. So this is I'm about 5 hours in, and the thing that so my first Fire Emblem game was Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I loved that game. It was a GameCube game for you newer Fire Emblem fans. Came out on it. So my first Fire Emblem game was a console, and then it pretty much they had one Wii game. Then they switched to the 3DS for a good long while. So this is the first console Fire Emblem game in quite some time. And I was curious how they were going to leverage that console. And so far, the biggest thing that I'm taking away from it is the presentation is so much better. It's not where I think it could be, but for example, the cutscenes are just awesome. And one of the things I loved about Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates were those siege, or the animated cutscenes, like the anime style cutscenes. But they were so few and so far between, and they were so short. It like broke my heart that we only got like a handful of minutes because they were just so beautiful, so fun to watch. And I remember when Lucina was announced with Captain Falcon for Smash 4. That alone was like really cool to watch because it was like a longer version of those cutscenes. So it's so nice to see that these cutscenes, they're still not maybe as frequently as I would have hoped, but they are fairly regular, those cutscenes. They happen at every major beat. And apart from the cutscenes happening, you also, at the beginning of each new chapter, every new month, you have some lore explained to you. Like, they explain the lore of the world, and that's not necessarily done in like a cutscene, but it is like beautifully illustrated, very cool, like tapestry, midsummer-esque kind of stuff going on. Very fun to watch those and learn about the lore in a way that's not just like reading text. Then the next thing I want to talk about, which kind of surprised me, and this is something that I think going forward, we might see switch. But they have these like in-game cutscenes where they'll have like in-engine cutscenes happening, and those are actually really fun to watch too. I would love for them to have the animated cutscenes totally replace the in-game cutscenes. I think that might be asking a little bit too much. I don't know. Either way, it's super cool that we're basically getting a smorgasbord of cutscenes that before was just like not happening. And then the last thing I think that everyone is kind of talking about is the voice acting. There's so much of it. It's unbelievable how much dialogue is in this game, and that it's all fully voiced, and that there's so many different voices. It's honestly extremely ambitious, and I don't think anybody was really asking for it. I remember when Fates was coming out, people were maybe they were saying, yeah, it would be super cool to have full voice acting, but are we gonna get it? Probably not. Let's not hold our breath. And here we are, and not only is Nintendo giving us full voice acting, but it's good voice acting. So I think there's some hope going forward. I hope they continue the trend of the full voice acting, and maybe going forward I hope they tweak up the presentation, maybe get some more of those animated cutscenes. But that's what's been standing out to me as far as taking advantage of the console. I don't even think it's really taking advantage of the graphics so much as like they have so much more storage that they can work with. But that's kind of my first takes on like the presentation of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I have a ton to talk about in this game, so I just thought this was what kind of elevated the game for me, setting it apart from different Fire Emblem games. But let me know what you guys think down below. That's all for me, guys. I will catch you next time.